All right, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and then I'll just start the gallery walk, I guess. We'll just see if anyone else rolls in the next couple minutes.
How are things in Chicago, Laurelyn?
About the same as Reading. Everything's locked down. You know, I don't think I've been out of the house in 3 days.
Weather like.
But I've been doing work. I'm working on shows, so
That's good.
there's that. Sometime in 2022 or something, I'll have my first solo show here.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, everything keeps getting pushed back.
Where is it going to be?
I have one at Aliva Gallery and one at Firecat Projects.
Wow, Firecat.
Yeah, I like the name, right?
Yeah, I do too.
Unfortunately, the Firecat, since the pandemic started, lost their space and has moved to another space now. It's only 2 blocks away, but you know, a lot of changes going on for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just saw Nancy. Nancy was there a minute ago.
Oh, no, there she is. She's in the bottom. I see her down at the bottom.
Okay. And I see Barbara. Hi, Barbara. I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, Birdie's on twice.
Is Levi
is?
on yet?
Yeah, Levi's not here. I know he requested the later start time because he wanted to come in after his kids went to bed. So I'm going to assume maybe he got held up with child stuff. So we'll see if he shows up later or not. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want me to start walking through the gallery then, I guess?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I figured this could just be like a casual hangout, but I know it's hard because, you know, it's like only one person can talk at a time. So the organic conversation might be a little difficult, but I figured this way everyone could at least see where their work was in the gallery if you didn't get a chance to come in person yet. So I'll just flip around here and we'll do a little walkthrough. Okay, so this is coming in. So here's the store and the movie theater and coming into Cohen. And we have Jimmy Maria on the front column here and Laurelyn's masks on the side, right when you
next
come
to
in.
Jimmy.
Yeah, so I thought the masks were an appropriate way to start off a 2020 exhibition. Let me see if I can get them without the shadow. Oh, but there's these cool little figures in it. Laurelyn, it always takes me a while to like see the drawing in all of your stuff. But then I see it and it's like, wow.
Okay. That's all I've been doing right now is these connections, like the things behind me and the masks. I think I've got 20 of those masks now.
Oh, nice. And I'm just going to kind of go back and forth down the wall. So over here, we've got Elaine under the Cohen sign, Tangerine Dream. So get the full view, some of the detail. Sorry if this is shaky. And Judy. He's Uncertainty 2020 by Judy Lupus. And then we've got one of Fran's. Fran's were especially tricky because one of them is koi with lilies and the other one is lilies with koi.
I'm not very inventive about titles. Sorry.
I just had to keep making sure I didn't mix them up. Here's Barbara. This is Pandemic 1. So I'll see if I can get in here without getting too much of a shadow on the details. If there are any specific details you guys want me to zoom in on, shout it out. There is going to be a little bit of a glare, so the exhibition catalog might be better for getting a glare-free view of these pieces or a reflectionless view. So this is Becky's, one of her Berks Jazz Fest scenes. And then hop the loading dock door, and we've got Adri. There's Adri's. Adri doesn't like to title things either, she told me, so most of her landscapes are untitled. We've got this cool installation by Kachina.
Oh, neat.
Mhm.
So it's hard to tell, but the thing on the floor, it's actually old sewing patterns that are all like shellacked together. But it's kind of cool how it kind of blends in with the floor. And then another Adri over here. These are a couple more untitled landscapes by Adri. Like a marshy scene and a little sky. And then the next one here is Barry. Barry, yours cracked me up. This one's called Out. Anyone can see. Sorry for the reflections. Here's one of Brent's.
That one?
What's that? What'd you say?
Best if you could zoom into that last one.
Oh, you want to see that one again? This is Brent's puffer penguin. Brent used these glass eyes on the couple this year, and I think that they make it pretty cute. Here's one of Mary Lou's Solitary Swan. And here's another Barry piece, Hopelessly Devoted. So, colored pencil. All right, and then we're gonna flip around to the other side of these floaty walls. And this is one by Steve White, All That's Left. So we've got a guy and his dog. And this is another one of Mary Lou, Riot in a Teapot. If I can get myself out of the reflection. And then on the column here, we've got another one of Elaine's. This one's called Number 99 YSL Duo. Elaine, can you explain the title of this one?
Yeah, years ago I did promotional work for YSL, and they had a duo combo of like a vanilla color and an ombre of chestnut brown. And I'm really big on this ombre idea now, where it goes from a light to a dark. And so that was part of my life. And so I like the idea of the vanilla and the dark brown. And then as we traveled to go to Ohio, as you're coming out of the tunnel, one of the tunnels, there are like 4 of them. But as you're coming out of one of the tunnels, you'll see this mountainous area with, you know, the green tops of the trees. So I guess it's just a little bit of life, you know.
Nice. I
My
like
life.
that. Yeah, I was curious what that title meant. So
Yeah,
thank you.
that's what it was.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Here is another one of Brent's pieces. This is Lumpy the Camel. Love the titles. And on the other side of the column, this is by Ann Chase. It's a triptych called Black Eye Susans. This one's cool because they start out a little more flat and open, and then the paint gets thicker and brushier and more textured with each panel. This one is by Fran. It's called Serene Winter. It's a really pretty watercolor.
Thank you.
If anyone else has any like fun things they want to jump in and tell us about their work, please just shout it out, because I can't see everyone at the same time on the screen. So this is one of Cheryl's called All That Glitters.
That's amazing.
It's got an awesome glittery texture, which I don't know if it translates in the video super well.
Wow.
Column in the front, we have one by Miles called Night City Rain. And he was just here. I don't know if he's on the video. Is Miles here? I don't think so. I don't quite understand that process that he uses, but they're these like one of a kind, like it's writ, like the thing is painted by a computer algorithm. But it's hard for me to get this without a crazy reflection. But it's on the website, so you can check it out there. And then we've got this awesome aluminum sculpture by Birdie.
Nice.
Sand cast aluminum, right? And then we've got, this one's called 11 Bolt. Birdie, what does this title come from? Oh, you're on, you gotta turn your microphone on. Still unmute. Hang on, let me see if I can unmute you. Birdie, do you see a thing that says?
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Not anymore.
Look it again.
Oh, you muted it again. There.
There.
Okay.
Oh,
Now we
okay.
can hear you.
It's just about the giant storm we're in, you know? It's the biggest storm of our lives, plus we're having global warming,
Okay. Nice.
pretty much.
Thank you.
That's a giant storm.
Cool. All right, here's one of Ren Hernandez's. Then actually, this is called Prelude to the Storm, so it's probably appropriate that those two are next to each other. So Ren does these impressionist oil paintings, and actually, that one looks like it is sold, so that's exciting.
Wow. Nice.
And here we've got Andrew Coucher. You're here, right?
So good to see everybody. Hello, hello.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello. So Andy's got the magpie and the box. Do you want to tell us anything about the text that's in the background of these?
Yeah, I was actually just going to mention that because of the irony of this taking place over Zoom. With all the technological advances in the world, the text in the background was typed up on a manual typewriter on some tracing paper. So, but the text itself is a short story that I wrote when my wife and I moved back to PA from Minnesota, and the pieces themselves connect to it too. So it's kind of
Nice.
It turned out pretty fun.
If you wanted to include like just the text, we could put that on the website with the pieces.
I will send that to you, Kristen. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. That goes for anyone else too. If you want to include any other like write-ups about your work, the nice thing about the website format is that we can include a lot of that information in with the images. This one is sort of a self-portrait from the reception desk by Abby Ryder. Is Abby here? I didn't see her. No. And we thought this one paired really nicely with this one. Barry, this one made me laugh. Calendar, comma, girl. And that is an oil painting. And this is another one by Steve White. This one's called Hilltop. And then we've got Suzanne on the brick. So this one is Suzanne's abstracts. This one's called Numb Out. We tried a couple different paintings on the brick wall, but we thought this one popped the best. Looks great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And we got Sue Bebeck over here. Actually, wait, before we go to Sue, I'm going to go up this other side of these floaty panels. Okay, so this is one of Patty's. I'm sorry, there's a really bad reflection. This is a cyanotype called Angel's Trumpet. Patty, do you want to tell us anything about your pieces?
That specific print is a sun print. Yeah, I'm working in limited studio space, meaning I don't have a full darkroom yet. So I've done a lot of sun prints this past summer and fall. And that's taken with a large format camera.
I think. Okay. Can you guys hear me? It looks like my video is freezing. You guys are okay. This is another piece by Mary Lou, Mother Teresa, pastel. And these are two by Lily Cernak. She emailed me and said she couldn't make it today, but these are illustrations from a novel that she's working on. So they're digital drawings. And here is another piece by Becky, Berks Jazz Fest. It's cool when you see them side by side. Becky, is this the precursor to the painting?
Yes, yeah. At first there were sketches I made at Jazz Fest, but then I made that colored pencil based on them and the painting afterwards.
Nice. Yeah, it's cool on the website to look at the colored pencil and then the painted version of the same scene. And then last one on this column over here are two drawings by Alan. These are also digital drawings, I believe. Although, oh, this one's digital and colored pencil. Is Alan here? I didn't see his name on the list either. No, okay. All right, then we'll hop over here. Okay, so we've got Sue on both ends of the wall. So this one's called Cabbage. And what kind of package is this painted on, Sue?
It's a cereal box. I don't remember which one, but like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something. It had an orange aura to it. So I remember it popping through the green very nicely.
Nice. Yeah, I like how it's like suspended.
Thank you.
That's cool.
You have to eat all the cereal to get that box.
No, I did not.
And here's another one by, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Nothing, I just said I don't eat cereal, sorry.
Oh, I used to eat more. This one's another one by Elaine. This one's called Bouquet. This one also has a really pretty metallic gold kind of a line quality on it. Here's another one of Suzanne's. This one's called Squaring the Nodes. Sort of the color of the background of her video tonight. Here's another one by Ren. This one's called Tangled Waters.
Nice, Ren.
For anyone that hasn't met Ren yet, he's a nurse and he is a self-taught painter. So this is another one of Patty's called Botanical. Here, we had a better view of this one, Patty. There's no glass on it.
That really helps. That's printed on handmade paper, so some of the material you see is actually embedded into the paper itself. Those strands of grass. So that was done prior to printing over or coating the paper, I should say, with light sensitive chemistry.
Nice. Yeah, I was wondering if that was before or after. That's cool. And here is the Water Lilies and Koi by Fran. So there are less koi in this one, Fran, so I do agree with your title choices.
That was all by the numbers. The numbers of fish and the numbers of water lilies.
Yes. And they're both pretty. They have this like kind of sparkly, I can't really catch it on the video, but they're a little sparkly. They're kind of like,
it's just pure watercolor.
Yeah, they have this like glitter effect happening. It's really cool.
I don't know how that happened.
Did you notice that though?
No.
Oh, in the gallery, it really shows up under the track lights. It's really cool.
I didn't use anything metallic on it. I really don't know how that happened.
It's the magic of the koi.
That's it.
This one's called Serenity. It's another one by Ann Chase. She's got a lot of cool texture in this one, which it's hard to really catch. Here's one by Kevin. Is Kevin Brett here? No?
No.
I guess not. Okay, this one's called Ladders. It's a spider web. And this is another one of Miles, Synthetic City 1. This is another one of his algorithm generated prints. It's a little easier to get this one without the reflection. And here is Sue's piece, Berries and Cherries. This one's oil on wood. I love the colors on this one.
Thank you.
Okay, so now I'm going to walk over to the other side of the gallery. And on the way in the doorway, we have this other piece by Elaine, or Cheryl, I'm sorry. Cheryl's piece, Not Far from the Tree. This one was fun. Cheryl, would you like to tell the story about how this one came in last minute from the other gallery?
It was down in South Carolina, and I had to go down, and I picked up all my work and walked in. I was bringing my work in and dropping it off, and there was Kristen. I said, I have more work I could submit. And she said, no problem. If you can find a space, you can hang it. So, so we did.
So I think it looks really good against the brick, actually. It was the last piece of wall that was open. All right, so coming in the Reading Hospital.
Awesome.
And this
Is that Pippa?
No, that's Joe's dog.
Yes, that's Aria. I'm sorry.
Give it down.
I don't even know where Pippa is.
I
Here's
have
another one back.
the mooch
Oh.
is right here.
This one is by Ann Chase. It's called Morgan's View. So it's a really pretty landscape. Here's another one by Sue. This one's called Nature's Package. Excellent title.
That's funny.
Here's another one by Ren. I really like this one. It's called Ephemeral Snow.
Sun is cool.
Little sun. He threw this one in at the last minute because we needed something to tie together some of the works on this wall, but I think the colors are perfect between Sue's and then Jimmy's over here. I think it makes a nice transition. So here's Jimmy's. This one was from up near his studio. It's called Arise My Soul. Crazy photorealistic watercolors. Jimmy said he's been doing mostly tattoos this year and less work, so this is an older piece. Less artwork, I should say. Here's another one of Barbara's. This one's called Absence. Barbara, do you want to tell us anything about like solitary existence and being alone during the pandemic? Is Barbara still here?
Barbara, you have to unmute.
Sorry, I'm swiping to try to find Barbara.
I don't think she's here.
Oh,
She's there.
me?
She's just not.
Oh, there
she's
she is.
muted.
Barbara, you have to turn on your microphone.
She is.
There should be a little thing that says unmute.
It's red right now.
I don't think I can do it remotely.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, this is once again taken from my original Yellowstone paintings. And it's hard to really see it unless you're very close to it. I got to tell you how scary it was after painting that incredible blue to have to really paint those black marks, those trees. Anyway, I did it.
It is really, it's hard for me to get the blue. There's a glare from the track lights on the video, but it is very intense.
Right.
Yeah, I love looking at all the little textures and marks that you get. But yes, it is a much darker blue. There's definitely a track light glare going on there.
That's okay.
Here's another one by Judy Lupus. This one's called Arizona Memory. Acrylic on canvas. And here's another one by Kevin Brett. This one's called Obscurity. Looks like it's taken looking down over Reading. All right, then we'll swing around. Here's another one by Sybil. This is the Rosh Hashanah sculpture. And is Kachina here? Is she on the list?
No. No.
It's hard to see because of the glare. This is hand-dyed fabric with embroidery on it. These are untitled. This one is Untitled Heart.
Connected to iPhone.
And this one is Untitled Flower. And here's one more by Brent. This one's called Sweetie Pie. All right, and then on the other side of the wall, this is one by Joe Simhart. Joe here?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Joe, would you like to tell us anything about your work?
Well, I picked up an old hatchet I had and painted it and then threw 3 feathers in it. And I thought it reminded me of something called tomahawk. So that's basically it. I have all those 3 feathers. So that was kind of a still life, I guess.
Nice. This one looks like a turkey feather.
Yes.
Yeah, I love the colors on this one. Here's one more by Sybil. This is the Barta Bus Depot. And here is one more by Cheryl. This one's called Lost in Thought. Also very glittery and cool. Trying to get it without the glare or the shadow, but it is difficult. I highly recommend looking at these closer on the website where there's photos that don't have such a bad glare on them. Okay, let's hop up to the platform up here. This is Nancy. Is Nancy here?
Yep, I'm here.
Nancy, hey, you want to tell us about your piece?
It's I'm trying to make big paintings using small panels because I can't fit a big thing in my car. So it's a still life, and it's well, it's an automatic painting still life, and it's
is flash. If you've ever not tried flash paint, try it. It's really neat.
I don't really know what flash, I'm not familiar with that.
It's like an acrylic. It's only as a vinyl paint.
Okay.
And it's very flat. It's not. I don't like acrylic because it's glossy, you know. So
right.
Anyway, it's nice flat. Sign painters use it.
Okay, that is interesting. I will have to try that. I use a lot of acrylic, and sometimes I have issues with the gloss.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I do like the panel idea too. Awesome. And then here's another one of Joe's. This one's called A Green Duck. Would you like to describe the inspiration behind this one, Joe?
Yeah. Again, I had this blue ceramic thing that I painted as a tilted still life, and then the painting grew from that. I decided to fill it with something red and pour it out, and I needed something to float on the liquid, so I put a green duck on it, and you can make of it what you want. I just thought it was kind of neat.
I love like your mind works.
This one is super bright. You can see it from like all the way across the room.
Yeah, that was the idea, is to contrast the color, right? Make it really stark.
Yeah. Well, it worked.
Thank you.
Here's another one by Steve White. This one's called Apple Pickin'. Is Steve here?
No.
No.
Gorgeous.
Okay. There's some birds eating apples, I believe, there on the road. All right, so we're going to swing back around. And this is
Birdie's wall.
Birdie's, yes, this is Birdie's wall. Birdie's corner here, 2020 cover-ups. And these are wild. Birdie, I don't know if you want to tell us anything about the...
Well, that one is about date night. It's about the canceled tickets and the no dining out, no socializing, no traveling, no art openings. So dressed up and nowhere to go. How do you like the hanger?
What's the inspiration? Are they giant Q-tips?
Yeah, it's all about the virus.
Nice. Oh, right.
Bob. Okay.
And that one's about, that one's about security. We're not really secure right now in our homeland. We have food insecurity, and that's about it. And the top parts are made out of porcelain and colored clay.
Yeah, they're really cool.
There's 7 of them because we're 7 days a week. And that one is fantasy. The people that really don't believe the virus is real, I guess. So that's what that one's about. And that one is home baked. We're all baking breads and cooking at home, and that's what that's about right now. And Chip's been making bread pretty regular, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
That is the total cover-up. All about the lies that, around the virus,
Mm-hmm.
the denial and all the lies.
Preach it, Birdie.
And that one is the crying towel. It's about regrets as the world cries for its loss of family and friends.
Great.
Yeah.
One.
Wow.
Hello.
Are you still there?
I'm here.
Oh, do you have any, and this is the last one. What's this?
Oh, that one's endless. I mean, we don't know when the virus is really going to end, or we don't even have the death counts in. So the bottom hanging parts of the apron strings are endless. Just loops around and around.
Nice.
What that's about.
Awesome.
And when you tune in on the detail, it's like working with Sculpey, the colored clay.
Uh-huh.
You make the canes and you slice it up and you roll it in the clay and you get very fine detail. And then it's just a clear glaze over it on all of it.
They are pretty wild. It is neat. The more you look at them, the more of that detail you notice.
Mm-hmm.
And this is also Birdie's. This is called the Carriage of Carnage.
With the body bags.
And there's the body bag.
Yeah. I think we got trumped all right, and that's the last ride, and then you're double bagged. It's creepy, but it's right on.
Nice. I always love your sculptures, Birdie.
Thank you. I couldn't help myself.
Awesome. All right, this is also by Joe. This one's called Virus Pod. Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with us on this one, Joe?
I painted this. I had this pod in my studio and I just threw the virus behind it. Then I read an article that the concept of how viruses spread in the body are very much like seeds that leave pods and become parasites on the earth and grow in it. You know, so there's some relationship to how both of these organisms interact, seed pods and viruses, with their particular environment. So that's basically it.
Cool. Interesting. Did not make that connection. I thought it was more of just a visual similarity, but that's cool. All right, now we're gonna come over here. And we've got another piece by Suzanne. This one's called Myriad of Opinions. Is Suzanne, are you free? Can you talk at all? Where's Suzanne?
Suzanne texted me and said she had to hang up because it was way too loud at Judy's.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I've texted her to come back a couple times, but she must be busy. They're getting hammered, which is awesome.
With, are they just doing takeout?
Yeah, just takeout. Gavin went yesterday to get our dinner. He waited like half an hour just because there was literally 25 people in line standing and, you know, trying to get the food.
Oh, well, that's yeah. I'm glad everyone's supporting all the local restaurants.
Yeah.
Here's another one by Kevin Brett. This one's called Repeating. And on the back side, here's one more by Ren. This one's called Dreams of Spring. And in the gallery, the pink in that plays really well off the pink in this piece by Becky, Belly Blues. So I assume this was one of the jazz brunches in Belly, is that right? Or no?
It was a blues performance in Belly in 2018.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love the colors in this one. And then we'll come over to Barbara's other piece. This one's called Pandemic 2. Pandemic 1 was the piece on the other side. Do you have anything else to add, Barbara? It's okay if not. No pressure.
Quiet and nothingness. And then my little tree, which has got to be in there.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of the pieces, I do hope people can come in person because the video picks up way more of the glare and you don't really see the real color in a lot of these. And I think this is the last piece. Is Sharon here?
No.
No? Okay. This is a series of illustrations Sharon collaborated with, check his name, John Check. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, on a book of children's poetry called Angel Songs. And she did, these are 18, looks like they're just pen illustrations. So these are all pretty cool. I have to photograph them individually. We're gonna try to put them in the store individually numbered. But they are all pretty awesome. It would be fun to include some of the poetry with the images. If anyone ever like writes anything about their work or has any quotes or text that inspired their work and you'd like me to share that on the website, feel free to email it to me. Okay, so that's the whole gallery. That's the show.
Good job.
Excellent.
Good job to you guys.
Yeah, looks great, Kristen.
Yeah, thanks, Kristen.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. So cool.
Is there anything anyone else want to talk about or see again? No, we're good.
Kristen,
Yes.
thanks. It's hung really well.
Oh, thank you.
It's really appreciate all the work you put into and getting it all online and all of that. I know it's really been hard during this. I'm glad it's you and not me.
It isn't hard because there's no pressure to have it up in time for a spotlight night anymore.
Oh, this is true.
So you have a little bit of leeway with that. But no, I appreciate everyone getting me the stuff and getting me images of your work. And I think it all went as smoothly as it could have gone. So, and extra thanks to Birdie for her hanging assistance.
You're welcome.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes.
Barbara, it's
Happy
so good to see
holidays.
your face.
Happy holidays. Yep.
Here's Suzanne.
Hi, everybody.
Suzanne. Suzanne, would you like to talk about your work at all?
You know, it was a miracle with COVID that I got anything done. And I love that, but I think it needs more work.
Are your abstract pieces sort of just like, let me see what happens with the paint, and it's more about like the material?
It's about the color.
Yeah.
It's about the color, yeah. And so you put something down and then you're like, okay, now what does it need? You know, that's how I work with the abstracts,
Cool.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty wild painting. Yeah. And the other one, the little black one, is pretty wild. I like the red one the most, I think.
Yeah, the red one's on this side. The red one's on
Yeah.
here. This is an intense red. How do you just
Isn't it awesome? It's golden red, cad red.
Okay. It looks more pink right now in the video.
Well, there's some
but
pink in there too.
Yeah.
There's always magenta in my paintings.
That's the color I like never use, but it looks awesome in your pieces. I appreciate it in other artwork.
Thanks. Yeah, I like that little one. I'm sorry I
your other
couldn't
ones.
be here for most of this. I was working. I'm helping out over at Judy's, so they're doing takeout, and I've been helping put the orders together.
She's in charge.
Sounds like it's busy.
Yeah, that one's pretty wild. I don't know. I see stuff in that one, which I don't really want to see stuff, but
What stuff do you see in this one?
like there's a red crocodile in there.
I was gonna say like an animal skull, but I like the crocodile better.
Yeah, those blue eyes, the teal blue eyes. Does that look like kind of a crocodile? Yeah.
I see it.
I see it.
Yeah, there's sort of like a face mask going on back there.
Yeah, yeah. It's a COVID paint. Flotsam and jetsam. Yeah.
Awesome.
No.
Well, hopefully we'll get some more tours in January. So we'll keep this up through, I think at least through January 17th. So I'll email everybody with pickup dates and times, and we can probably arrange for me to just put work back in your studios if you have a studio. Yeah, we'll keep it pretty low key. It should be pretty simple. And obviously if you shipped it to me, I'll just ship it back to you. So cool. Does anyone have anything else to add, or I won't keep you all night?
Thank you for doing this, because I think it was really nice to see the former artists who I haven't seen for a long time, like Patty and
Patty.
It's great to see everyone's face. Thank you so much. And, you know, I remember what Laura Lynn said when she moved away, or the group of artists in our community, meaning the GoggleWorks, are really exceptional, really exceptional.
I think so. And I will say, I say it every year that it's like, oh, I think this is the best show we've had here. But I do think every year that the quality of the work in this show improves. And I haven't been here for a bit, but compared to what was here back in 2007 and 8, and even last year, I think every year it seems like this work gets better and better. So congrats.
Nice wig.
nice.
Cheers.
All right.
Everybody to.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Again.
Have a good night, and we might put some highlights of this on our YouTube channel, but I'll edit a couple clips out maybe.
Edit it out.
Guys,
Bye.
nice to see everybody. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, so I can turn this off. Woohoo!